So throughout the country, there are thousands of dirt tracks, but only one is known as the sprint car capital of the world, and that is the Knoxville Raceway. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it feels good to be back here at the Knoxville Raceway in Knoxville, Iowa, and you can tell that the Nationals are right around the corner. We're less than a month away. Car counts are big. There's a lot of fans. Like, the intensity's in the air. Everyone's kind of doing the final preparation to get ready for the big show, and that's exactly why the 18T is here and in town. Now, of course, I've ran Knoxville before, just like a lot of the guys here, right? But this place is always changing. It's a very technical racetrack. It's difficult. It's not the same week to week. Trying to run the bottom is hard. It gets super slick. The middle sometimes is there. The top can get treacherous, and this big half mile, man, it's just so unique in many different ways, but that's why we all love it. So our night's going to be getting underway here shortly. We're early on in our Midwest trip, but I feel like we got some good speed, and with some of our notes here around Knoxville, we're not as green as we, have been in years past. So just eager to get out there, want to get on the gas, figure things out, and really try to put together a solid night.
Making his first visit of the season to the Knoxville Raceway from Jacksonville, Oregon in the boss, Shane DeWalt Racing DZ, Stack Protective Automotive Films, ABC powder coating, car number 18T, that's Tanner Holmes. Tanner Holmes making his debut here at Knoxville this season.
So just got a chance to hot lap and qualify here at Knoxville. It's always really fun. This place is tough. Didn't hot lap or qualify great. We'll see where we end up. I feel like, though, kind of the story to the start of our night, I'm kind of having a hard time. I feel like we're having some engine trouble. I don't know, it just doesn't feel like this thing's running all the way, which obviously you need all the horsepower you can get here. So we need to have a quick team meeting and see if we're going to change engines or look over everything. The air's not very good, so that's what's hard to tell in these half miles with the gears you run. Like, the motors feel kind of flat, but I don't know. My car felt way better. I didn't feel great in hot laps, but felt better there in qualifying. Just felt like our time's not there. So I don't know. I feel like we just need a little more speed. So we'll keep you guys updated.
He was like same time as you.
So we're rolling out for the heat race. We made the executive decision to not swap engines. We just kind of looked at some of our gearing, the feeling. As I talked about, the air is not great, so the engine is not maximizing horsepower, but that's everyone's in that boat here in the pit area. So they did a 6-car invert. We ended up, I think, 22nd or 23rd quick. So it's important here. We got to try to win this from the pole. Got to get a good start. Racetrack's really fast around the high side, but we're going to watch this first heat and see how it goes, and that will kind of, prepare us for our 8 laps. hard there for 8 laps. Started on the pole. Of course, nothing flashy. We didn't pass any cars. We just got a good start and was able to lead every single lap of that heat race and finish first. My race car felt much better and a lot more comfortable, so that was a huge plus. I didn't necessarily not feel that hot laps in qualifying, but it's just tough when you look at, you know, my race pass and you see that your time's not with some of the guys you want. So it's always nice to kind of, you know, I guess get a good lead in a heat race, you know, pull away. Of course, we started up front, but still around a place like Knoxville, it's valuable laps to have clean track and be able to see that as a driver. So that should put us in tonight's feature. We're not going to be really starting close to the front just because of our qualifying, but hopefully we'll be somewhere in the middle. So we're about to roll off for 20 laps around Knoxville. They're finishing up the 360s right now. Racetrack's getting slick, it's slowing down. I feel like there's multiple lanes to kind of choose from. With our heat race win, we're going to be starting 14th, so 7th row outside. We're going to be in traffic, and it's going to be important to really make a couple good laps early, and if we can, that's where we have a chance to attack and move forward. On these big half miles, it's all about finding kind of a clean lane and building momentum, because guys are going to be shuffling back and forth. But I think we made the right changes. We're trying to get the car a little more grip. Like I said, we're going to have to be more methodical and have a good game plan going into this. Our goal is to try to get in the top 10 and secure a good finish tonight. So I just climbed out of the car, an intense 20 lapper here around the sprint car capital of the world. Had to really fight all race. Started 14th, came home 8th, plus 6. Definitely nothing to complain about there. Happy with my race car. I think the best way I could put it is I probably ran 10 solid laps and 10 laps that just needed work. We had quite a few yellows, more than they probably have on a normal weekly basis. So a lot of decision making on restarts. On these big tracks, you can't follow cars, so you're kind of playing a game of cat and mouse. Like one guy goes here, one guy goes there. Where's your open lane? And a few times I just kind of picked the wrong spot, and once you kill your momentum, the guys behind you are ready to attack, or you're all balled up around cars, and that allowed me to pass some guys, then allowed me also to get past. Overall though, we'll take it. We got a couple freebies too. There was some weird things happening up front, guys spinning out and breaking, but like I said, we ran a solid 20 lap race. Definitely have a lot we need to work on. Felt like our car was closer there in the feature, and we had good grip. Just like I said, it's minor here, minor there, and that's the difference in running 8th, or maybe battling for a top 5, or you never even know, working your way towards the podium. When we passed cars, we passed a couple at a time, and when we got past a couple at a time. You can move forward when everyone's together. But overall, good racetrack, good night for us, and something to build off of. And just like that, our night here at the Knoxville Raceway is complete. Just kind of down here checking out the racetrack. They've already kind of started to work on it for the next event. Am I happy with our night? Yes. I feel like there was some positives. I don't want to be too hard on us as a team. At the same time though, are we content? No. There's always room for improvement, and I think we definitely have some and some growth and some steps we want to continue to take around this place, and a lot of it is just consistency, and the same thing we're dealing with as we go to all these different racetracks. It's just trying to get that little bit more every single lap with my race car and with me as a driver. And as that stuff works together, that's how you complete the whole puzzle, right? And that's how you win races and compete and be right there, and the difference in top 5 and top 10s to being on the podium and having the shot to win every single time you're on track. For us though, with kind of our rough pill draw, I felt like that set us back. We had to dig ourselves out of a hole right away. Won our heat race and went forward in the feature, got a good start. Like I said, I think the main thing tonight that probably hindered us from having a little bit of a better result was just some decision making and some lane choices. That's just Knoxville though, and no excuse. We just got to work on being a little better in that area. I do want to give a big shout out though to my team and family. We've put some miles down and we got to race a little bit, and so far we're starting off, we're headed in the right direction. I also want to give a big shout out to my partners, the boss, DZ. They're from the area, so cool to race close to them. Shane DeWald Trucking, S-Tech, QRC, Veenendahl Trucking, Orville Tax, ABC Powder Coating, Diamond Roofing Company, Canopy Country, Fast 4 Media, Pit Stop USA, Earth Environmental, and Carbon Works, and then also XXX, Ty 22, Rod and Supply, Bullseye Design and Print, and Champion Car Wash. Without my partners and all the people around me and you great fans, I would not be a 410 sprint car racer, and this is what I love to do, and I just feel like we're like I said, we're heading in the right direction. It just makes you so much hungrier. Like I know what we're capable and what we can accomplish. We just got to keep knocking on the door and start checking every single box every single night, and just keep chasing being in that winner's circle. But we'll see you guys all in the next one. Thank you for riding along with me for this journey and living the dream. Deuces.